Red Apple Supplies was started 5 years ago by one of our board members, Meredith Trim, and the board of the Ed Foundation, recognizing that teachers have to dip into their own pocket to buy school supplies for their students. We don't think of this in Palm Beach County, but 1 out of 5 kids in Palm Beach County live below the poverty level. In a school district our size, that's 40,000 kids who can't afford basic school supplies.
So, explain the traditional format of Red Apple pre-COVID, how you would give out these supplies.
You know, we like to say before February 2020, teachers would come here. The school district lets us use space here at Riviera Prep, and teachers would come. When a school becomes a Red Apple Supply shopper, their teachers can come twice a year. The average teacher would leave here with about $300 to $400 in school supplies each visit. So every year we started with 8 schools, and then we went to 42, then to 53, and now we're serving 63 schools. So up until last February, twice a year, the teachers would come here and they'd do their shopping. Then the pandemic hit, and we shifted from using an Office Depot model to using an Amazon model. So what we've been doing for the last year is teachers get online, they place their order, our volunteers pull the order, box it up and put it on shelves, and then the teachers drive through Riviera Prep and we load up their cars. We recognize that was stage 2, we need to get to stage 3. Stage 3 is where we can actually deliver the school supplies to the teachers. And to do that, we needed a vehicle. We needed a box truck where we could load up pallets and go throughout Palm Beach County. And this really helps us do 2 things. Number 1, we can more efficiently and increase the number of deliveries to our teachers. Number 2, as an agency, we can accept larger donations. We recently accepted an entire truckload. And for those of you keeping score at home, that's 26 pallets of hand sanitizer. We accepted an entire truckload, 26 pallets of books. Both of those donations came from the Kids in Need Foundation. Without this truck, we could never get them out to the schools. What you have to have in a process like ours, you have to be able to accept the product, store the product, but then you've got to move the product. Without the truck, we couldn't do it. And thanks to the Honda Classic, thanks to the Batchelor Foundation, and thanks to the Frederick A. DeLuca Foundation, we now have the ability to move massive amounts of product. Today alone, we're taking 6 pallets of books and hand sanitizer out to the Glades. We never could have done that before today.
So do you think this is kind of a pandemic silver lining?
Yes, so I'll get a running start into your question. This pandemic has been devastating for the world, but it's forced people to rethink the way we do things. It's forced business to rethink the way it does day-to-day operations, and it's forced the nonprofit world to rethink. It's forced us at the Education Foundation to rethink everything we do. We have completely reimagined and pivoted our Red Apple Supplies. Starting last summer, we were doing kits for kids. We were going to the high school and elementary campuses and dropping off bags that the kids could take home. We had to completely reimagine and create that. With this delivery vehicle now, we're reimagining the way we do things. As we come out of this pandemic, as we are now, Dr. Fenoy has said, come September, everybody's going back to school. The truth is, there are certain practices that are going to continue. Teachers are going to get used to us delivering product to them. Donors now recognize that we can accept huge quantities of product. So yes, there's a silver lining in the pandemic. It's forced nonprofits to be more efficient, more productive, and to get the work done in a completely new way.
Do you think you'll go back to the Office Depot shopping model?
We're going to offer both. I think as we come out of the pandemic fully, we're going to have that hybrid model. One of the values when the teachers come here and shop is sometimes we have bonus products. Again, through the Kids in Need Foundation, we're partnered with Joann's Fabrics and Target, and we'll get things like holiday decorations. And that can only be done here. We're not staffed up to update our inventory online every day. And the truth is, we have product, because of our great donors, we have product coming in 7 days a week here. When a teacher comes here to shop, then they can get some of those bonus items that wouldn't be on the online inventory. So we're always going to have the shopping model here. We're always going to be part Office Depot, part Amazon.com. That's the hybrid. That's the brave new world we're living in.
And talk about the advantage for schools.
Sorry, could you step this way?
Oh, sorry.
There you go. Thanks.
when we're talking about the Glades that we're going out there today, normally those teachers would have had to drive an hour
Correct.
to come out to your facility. So you're really saving them their time and energy too.
I like to think of myself as an efficiency person, and my staff would probably either agree or beat me with sticks. It's simple math. You can have 100 teachers in the Glades drive 1 hour to get their supplies, or have one truck and one person from the Ed Foundation drive out there. 100 man hours versus 1 man hour. That's a no-brainer. And so when we talked about getting this vehicle and expanding Red Apple Supplies, and the school district is so supportive, they want us to incorporate all 179 schools. And that's our plan. In 5 to 10 years, we're going to be serving every one of our district schools. The schools down in South County, in Boca and Del Rey, it's hard for them to come here. Even the schools in North County, or certainly the western part of the county, now that we can deliver, we've eliminated that obstacle. Our goal is to make sure, number one, that every student in Palm Beach County has the tools they need to succeed. Number two, no teacher should ever have to dip into their own pocket to buy school supplies for their students. Shame on us as a country that we take our teachers who are underpaid and overworked, and then we say to them, dip into your own wallet and buy pencils, pens, and paper and Scotch tape for your kids. So we're going to carry out those 2 goals. Every kid in Palm Beach County will have what they need, and no teacher will ever again have to dip into their own pocket to buy school supplies. That's where we're going. In order to efficiently and productively make that happen, we have to be able to deliver rather than forcing them to come to us.
Anything else you want to say?
This vehicle, the Education Foundation, the team we have here, is so representative of the work we do. We are the nexus of the Palm Beach business community, the education community, and the nonprofit and the for-profit and philanthropic world. When you think about Frederick DeLuca, who made his foundation with Subway restaurants, when you think about the Honda Classic and what they mean economically for Palm Beach County, when you think about the Batchelor Foundation and all the things that George Batchelor did, brokering airplanes, and these 3 entities turn to us and say, we want to do some good in Palm Beach County. We want to make a difference. The Honda Classic is a huge supporter of Red Apple Supplies. That to me is when the business community says to the education world, we're going to get together and make this happen. There's nothing to me more exciting than collaboration. And I think we at the Education Foundation, we're in that sweet spot where our local business community says to Dr. Fenoy, and they say to the students, we believe in you. So whether it's our Red Apple Supply or our truck, whether it's our Fire Science Academy or the Cybersecurity Academy, or Carrier supporting our HVAC Academy, when you think of the businesses, when you think of what Bank of America does with the AVID program, or Wells Fargo or PNC have done with our digital inclusion, that to us is so exciting to see Palm Beach County coming together. And I have to say this, we're not talking about the digital inclusion plan right now, but this is important. I've been getting phone calls from all over the country, from foundations, from governments, from nonprofits saying, what are you guys doing down there in Palm Beach County? We're hearing, what's the secret sauce? I don't think we're smarter than anyone in Palm Beach County. I just think, number one, we can check our egos at the door. Number two, we have a little bit of common sense down here. And number three, we got everyone together. We got Virginia Baker at the county, Dr. Fenoy at the school district, Michael Butler, Dr. Adam Miller. We got our business partners together and we said, let's solve the problem of kids not having the internet. All over the country, people are talking about Palm Beach County, and it's that spirit of collaboration. It's that spirit of working together cooperatively without caring who gets the credit. That's what separates this county from every place else in America.